Hi everyone, welcome to Wealthy Mindset. My name is Oliver. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great day like always. And today I'm going to be covering BlackBerry Stock, GameStop, AMC, Nokia for trading day February 24th, giving you guys the highs and lows by analyzing the graph. And quick disclaimer like always, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a professional, and everything I do share with you guys is just my opinion and it's not advice. So don't buy and sell based off the information I show you or the opinions I do form. I do own shares in BlackBerry and I've been holding for 6 years. And by the way, don't worry, I'm going to have timestamps in the description below where you could watch the specific stocks that you own. You don't have to watch the whole entire thing. Thanks though for the overall support. Now I'm going to start off with BlackBerry. We closed off at $10.40 the other day, last trading day. Pre-market looks to be a little bit higher, so that's pretty good. Now we still have this upward trend support line intact that dates back since October 2020. November, December, January 2021, still intact. Some people keep saying that we're going to go super low. That is still possible in terms of, I'll explain a little bit further, but before in the past, when we had the all-time high, if you came straight down, you would have been in the $7 range, right? But as you keep going, the higher you go, the lower, like you can't go as low as before, right? Obviously that makes sense. But you see right here, so we dipped down. You could have hit this $5.85 range back then, but instead it does a major dip, right? And then it recovers, and then it comes down, and then it touches the upward trend support line just like gently in a way, right? So that's what I'm kind of banking on to the same way. So it drops down, recovers, right, recovers, and then comes down, and hopefully, now nothing's guaranteed, by the way, nobody knows for sure. It could just break through and the support line's destroyed, right? But hopefully we get that same like you see that little jump right there too. So hopefully we get a gentle soft touch for the upward trend support line, and we'd be good. Okay, so now the question is what's going to happen for today. Yesterday we had a double trend line support line right here for the bottom part and the mid-range part, so that was pretty good. We're opening up higher, so that's good too. The only thing is though, we have two downward trend support lines or resistance lines right here. One of them is going to knock us down at 1063. The other one's going to knock us down potentially at 1071, 1075. Now this all depends though. This is based off mainly when we open. As we go lower, it's going to be like stronger resistance at the lower levels. But I think we could break those. I think this is for the upside. If you think we're going to go to the downside, I'm going to cover that too as well. But if we go to the upside and pass those levels, I think we're going to come back to the consolidation phase where it's like, if it passes 1079, we'll be going towards the consolidation part where it's 1082 to 1093, around there roughly, give or take. So right around here. And if you're optimistic that we're going to even pass that, we end up ultimately hitting the 1102, 1104, 1105 right there. It's going to be quite difficult. If you're optimistic, I'll let you guys know, but we need to pass ultimately $11.12, $11.10. There's quite a bit of resistance there. I don't think that's going to happen today. If it does, I'll comment down below and I'll let you guys know. But $11.10, $11, $12, like that's a good sign. If we pass that range, you know that we're headed up pretty well. But now to the downside, and then there was a downward trend resistance line that I deleted because it only had 2 touch points. But if it is in play, we would close off the day by 1079 at 1076 by the end of the day. But I deleted it because there was only 2 touch points on it. There wasn't that much support for it as a downward trend resistance line. But keep that in mind that if you notice that it's ending down for the day, even though it's consolidating around the range I said 1082 to 1093, that could be in play just in case. I'm mentioning it just in case. That's all. Now to the downside, we had quite a bit of support at the 1022. Right after that is the 1012, and then the next phase was between the $10.08 and $10.06. The only problem is we do have support at the $10 price point, 988 and 963, or 988, 998, 988, 983, 963. The only problem is we blew past those yesterday and we just went straight to the 963. But keep those in mind. Those are those levels of support. If we end up going down, it's not a good sign if we drop lower than 963 from yesterday's low, because there is more support. Obviously, it's a downside, but it's not really ideal. But at the same time, keep in mind we still have this downward trend or upward trend support line intact, so we're still in play. this is still gonna hold us through. The plan is, in case if you're new to the channel, I usually elaborate that if we hit the support lines, let's just say we hit it here, the plan is to basically bounce up to the upside. That's the plan. So yeah, so that's it for BlackBerry. Now for GameStop still has this upward trend support line intact right here, dating back from December 2020, back tested right here around the January 2021. Now we did have a false breakout of this upward trend support line, but we came back up, so that was good. And now basically for yesterday, we were on it, bounced above it, had a false breakout midway, by the way. And now pre-market, we're pretty much getting shot down a little bit. Now, I think, in my opinion, $42.43, somewhere around there, $42. And I think I mentioned, yeah, 42, let's just say $42.43. What could happen? Like always, I'm going to tell you guys the upside and downside if it happens for both directions. But hit that and then bounce up to the upside. Probably have issues passing at the $44.50. Get knocked down a little bit. Probably see support at $43.58 and come back up, and then probably get shot down by this downward trend resistance lines as well. Ooh. Okay, so today might be a consolidation period between $42.46 and even probably, I don't know if you guys are gonna hit 48. Probably hit 40, somewhere between the $46 range, $45.79, maybe even $46.23. So probably the same play as yesterday. So yeah, okay. So I guess I'm gonna explain the consolidation and then the upside and then the downside. But most likely it's gonna be consolidating between $40 because you might even drop lower to the $40.49 or $40.55. But you can see yesterday it dropped to $40. But it'll be consolidating between that, because what's gonna happen is once it hits that price point, what I said, like $46 or something, it could get knocked down to ultimately the $42 and then maybe even down to the $40 and then come back up and then hit the 44 and then probably get knocked down again or something like that. Try to come back to the support level and probably end the day back up to support level, maybe at 46, but ultimately consolidate. Now, if you're optimistic and you're just going to blow through those levels completely and just start like flying, you need to pass. The main thing is first $48.43, I would say, right about there. Let's just get it exact. Yeah, somewhere between $48 and like 50 cents, 70 cents, around there. If you pass that, you know you're in good shape. I'll let you know the next level. The next level is basically about $50.90. Once you pass those levels, you know you're optimistic for the upside. Now that is still possible, by the way, because you do have an upward trend support line still formed right about here. If I can get it, like watch. So it's not the greatest actually. Yeah, it has only 2 touch points and you have a false breakout here a little bit, but it's still possible. You still have a good chance. So I would look for those levels. Mainly the first one, I would say the main one is $40. The next one would be the main one's $48 and something cents. That would be the first main one, but then the $50 and like almost $51. Definitely a strong resistance at $53 and like say 62 cents. That's going to be definitely difficult. Now for the downside, like I stated before, $40. The next levels after that, I'll be mainly concerned about $38. I don't think you guys are going to drop lower than $38 and 59 cents. There was a lot of, the cents is not the exact point. The $38 is an exact point. There's a lot of support on the left side. If I went to the left side of the graph, around the $38 price point. But let's just say it's $38.59 for the time being. But if you drop lower than $38, I'll let you guys know. But I don't believe you guys are going to drop lower than $38 today. That's not going to happen, essentially. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen today. So, but yeah, I'll keep you posted in the comment down below, and I'll pin it like always. Now, so now for AMC, you guys do have an upward trend support line dating back from January 2021, roughly, give or take, and it's still intact. Now, you guys also had an upward trend support line happening yesterday, or not yesterday, as of the past couple trading days. It had multiple false breakouts, but still kept intact. Even right now, hopefully it's a false breakout. I'm going to cover it to the upside and the downside and potential consolidation if all those 3 situations. But if you think it's going to be a false breakout and come back up to the upside, then you're looking at potentially support/resistance at the 748. Then 763 is going to be quite a bit of resistance actually, because by the time you meet it up, you're going to get shot down, as this line is going to act as resistance and support. You can see right here, it acted as resistance right here as opposed to being support. So 763 might be a big task. After that, you're looking at 772, but the main one I would say is basically between 786 and 788. That's the main resistance that's going to keep you guys down. But I guess in play, I'll keep it 770, 772 might keep you guys down too, because actually by the time it meets there, it might shoot you down. But either way, if you pass 788, 786, mainly 789, 790, then the next level you're looking at is, when I measured it, is 811. You can't see it right now on the side, but 811 would be the next level. I don't think you guys are going to pass 811 today. But if you do, I'll keep you guys posted like always in the comment down below. Actually, you can see 811. The next one is 840. The next level is 869. So those are levels. But what looks like could be happening too is you guys might be continuing down on this downward trend resistance line, or support line, downward trend support line right here. But you guys you're below this short moving average, but you're above this long moving average, and hopefully you bounce up on the upside, and it looks like that's what you guys exactly did. So you could come back up on the support line. But if you don't, I'm going to tell you guys how low you guys are going to go, and I'm going to tell you the consolidation period phase. So the first support level you guys have, hopefully you guys stay on top of it, is 722. So 722 hopefully keeps you intact. Now if it doesn't, the next one is the next one's 698. Like there's a bunch at 713, by the way, 707, so right around there, 703. But the lowest you would go, hopefully as support, is 769, $7. But then the next level after that, you're looking at pretty much this like a consolidation phase right here, where it's like 786, 772. And I think, in my opinion, you guys would consolidate if you were heading to the downside, but consolidating as well, would be around this phase right here, and then closing off the day at like say 672, roughly around there. Or let's see. Yeah, so 672, 666, somewhere around there. Worst case scenario, in my opinion, would be 661. But that would be worst case scenario. But in terms of like downward consolidation. Now, if you're thinking you're just going to go straight down, you're looking at somewhere between 630, 631, 635. After that, the next level would be the 611. And then the worst case, it would be like back down to the 588. Now, there's a bunch of levels between that, but I don't think you guys are going to drop down that low, because you have this downward trend support line too as well. That looks like it's intact. So keep that in mind. And then also MACD line is in the negative at the moment. So that is a downfall too. Now for Nokia, I'm going to okay, so you guys look like you guys are doing an upward trend support line right here. So that's pretty good. Hopefully you guys keep that intact right about here. It's not fully yet, but hopefully it is intact. But now if I show you guys this, like I always show, downward trend, double support resistance lines, if you guys still need to pass this, you could see that this dates back, by the way, to like the 2000s, 2001. But you can see you back tested it here back in August 2020. And now you have an upward trend support line that is touch point right here, This one since March 2020, pandemic time. And then looks like you guys might be heading back down here just to bounce up to the upside. Now, that's not really all bad news, because even if you head down, the plan is to bounce back up to the upside and then hopefully pass this upward trend resistance line that comes back from the 2000 dot-com bubble time, right? But the question is, what's going to happen for today? You're below the long moving average, but above the short moving average, or underneath it at the moment, but still you could get back up to it. The MACD line is in the negative, so that is a downfall. But this upward trend support line could be intact a little bit. Hopefully it does. This one dates back from February 23rd, just FYI. So yesterday. But if you do continue up on it, the levels that you guys are going to have issues passing is 397. After that, you're going to have issues obviously at the $4 price point, and then ultimately at the 402. That, I think, in my opinion, that would be the utmost max for today. If you guys pass 402, then you guys will be getting into pretty good levels. I would say pretty major levels. But the problem is you could have a false break. Like the 403, 402, that alone could be a false breakup, because you have a downward trend resistance line right here, right? It has a couple more touch points on the upside, but this downward trend resistance line could knock you back down. That's the issue. That's why I'm thinking 402, 403, mainly 402, but let's just say 403 will be the max you will go up for today. Now, if you do go up higher than that, again, like always, I'm going to pin it down below and comment, or I'm going to comment down below and pin it so that way you guys could see, know what's happening updates wise. And then right about here, so support at 393, quite a bit of support, so that's good. I don't think you guys are going to go any lower than that. Basically, you guys are going to consolidate. Worst case scenario, in my opinion, somewhere between 390 and then 397, somewhere between that. But if you continue on this upward trend support line, hopefully you guys finish the day around, let's see, by the time you finish it. Okay, so that's pretty good. So by the end of the day, you guys might either get knocked down or go up dramatically, possibly. But you're looking at somewhere between the $4 price point, so 402 to maybe even 398. So hopefully it continues on that upward trend support line. If it does, you guys are in good shape. Now, if it doesn't and gets knocked down, like I stated, 390, 391. The utmost worst, I think, is 388 for today. But like I stated yesterday's video, for some reason there's support at the 388, 386, 384, 382, and 380. It's like 2 cents increments. But don't be discouraged if you see like the 1 cent, like there was 383 right here as yesterday's low. So there's quite a bit of support on the downside. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys did like the video, consider dropping a like. Helps out the channel a lot. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. And if you do like videos in terms of passive income, mortgages, credit scores, stocks, stuff like that, consider subscribing. Helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.